Okay guys, we're back with more Draft League and we'll see the Levincia Valiants play walking on Cloud 9. But first, before we get into that, let's look at the current table real quick because we're almost halfway and we haven't really seen a good overview yet. Okay, so here we go. The Driftfielder Mountains, that's my team, is currently at the top of the board. Then we see the Diamond Dogs, Levincia Valiants and Walking on Cloud 9 and Bluff and Beedrolls at 2 wins. Armerion Avalox at 1 win and Fairview Florigatos and Midwester Murkrows at 0 still. Maybe they can make a comeback, but yeah, that's the current standings. These are the lineups, the ones they can choose from to build their teams today. Let's look at it for a second and yeah, let's just get into the match. Okay, here we go. Levincia Valiant versus Walking on Cloud 9. Let's see, we see Mawile, Rampardos, Aromatisse, Oranguru, Torkoal, and Kangaskhan. Mawile being the only mega here. Same for Blazer, only one Mega Delphox. Regular Altaria, regular Garchomp. Then we have Toxicroak, Araquanid, and Empoleon. Okay, interesting matchup. Like, a lot of fire resists on Blazer's side, which is totally understandable with that powerful Sun on Barb's end, the powerful Sun core with Torkoal. Let's see who gets speed controller. Blazer didn't bring his Tailwind setter Decidueye. At least that's his regular Tailwind setter. I don't know if he has anything else up his sleeve for speed control. But I think the main goal should be to prevent Trick Room from going up. Altaria Garchomp lead, okay. Is Altaria potentially Tailwind? I'm not sure. Kangaskhan and Oranguru lead. Okay, so this looks pretty straightforward because Oranguru is here with that inner focus, Trick Room, and Kangaskhan is here probably with a fake out into, you'd have to say Garchomp, right? Would have to say Garchomp has the Trick Room here, or gets fake out here, I mean. Yeah, okay, we see a Protect on Garchomp and a fake out into Altaria. Okay, so that's a nothing turn for Blazer. I mean, could have just let that fake out happen because of the rough skin. If it's rough skin, I guess it's rough skin. Kangaskhan is not Mega, no. Okay, let's see. Trick Room is up. That's really good for Barb. Really gets momentum with his Rampardos, Mawile, Torkoal. We see a switch. Who's coming in? Mawile's coming in, okay. Does it intimidate? No intimidate. Okay. That's interesting, no intimidate. Encore. Garchomp is locked into Protect. No! Oh, that's horrible. What a horrible start for Blazer. And the Dragon Cheer going into Garchomp. Fully locked in to Protect. 2 turns and Blazer hasn't done anything yet and is locked into Protect. That's a pretty rough start. Barb's playing well. We've seen that Encore Oranguru before in previous matches. Does seem to be a set that Barb really likes. Same with the no intimidate Mawiles. I guess it's the, what's that set called? The one that can't lower its Hypercutter? Yeah, Hypercutter. Empoleon comes out. Mawile Mega Evolves, okay. Garchomp still locked into Protect. Right? Damn, the Mega Mawile is beautiful. Yeah, Protects again. What does Barb go for? There's no way you target Garchomp here. Oh my days. You locked him into Encore. Okay, that's a lot of turns of Trick Room wasted so far. Only 2 turns of Trick Room left. Only 2 turns left. And something has to happen here. Since Garchomp was encored into Protect, you know he had to Protect again. Or Switch. I mean, a Switch was understandable. There goes the Switch. Into Delphox. Might take a Play Rough here. Play Rough, no predicts on this end, does do over half, that's still some damage. Empoleon's, oh, he misses Mawile. Hydro Pump misses Mawile. That would have been solid damage, considering Empoleon probably has Mystic Water or Life Orb. Okay, so Blazer still hasn't done damage yet after 3 turns, but Trick Room is almost down. Delphox Mega Evolves. Does it Mega Evolve into a Protect, potentially? Does it not have Protect? Because Mawile... Delphox goes down. Oof. Down goes Mega Delphox. That's rough. Really, really rough. I guess he didn't have Protect and this was a sack. Empoleon goes down too. Okay, that's a double KO. Insane. I'm not really sure what Blazer's gonna do now, because he hasn't done damage yet. Rampardos has damaged itself, but that's about it. Who's coming out? Well, we know who are coming out. It's Altaria and Garchomp. Cloud 9. But the weather was already down. What's Altaria gonna go for? We know it has Dragon Cheer, but assuming Garchomp is pretty cooked here, do we still wanna go for Dragon Cheer? I mean, you have to turn this game around. Blazer has to turn this game around. I can see him go for another Dragon Cheer. I can see him try to set up Garchomp again. Ooh, Mawile protects. Dragon Cheer, yeah, that's not a Dragon Cheer. Is this the well-known 100% crit Draco meteor attack? Ooh, that's rough. That's a lot of damage going into Garchomp. How is Blazer gonna deal with this? Still hasn't landed a hit yet, I believe. Garchomp protects, okay, yeah. Sucker Punch was pretty obvious here. Sucker Punch, yeah. What does Rampardos go for? Rock Slide. Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp into Mawile, okay. I don't think it's enough to make Sucker not KO here. Rock Slide, does it hit Altaria? One would have to believe this is fatal. No! Altaria dodges! That's such a huge dodge, I want to say, but I'm not sure it makes a very good difference. I think the only way Blazer's gonna win is if Barb just doesn't attack the Garchomp. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, there's no real reason to not Sucker here. Mawile's crippled, but it still has enough power for the Sucker Punch. Takes out Garchomp, and Altaria is left on the board. Does it even have an attacking move? Roost. Blazer do be revealing his moves now. Rock Slide. Does overhalf. Blazer has revealed Dragon Cheer, Willow, Roost. Only one move left on Altaria that we don't know of. What can that move be? Because right now it's supporting moves and healing moves. And a Roost again. Yeah, okay, that's valid, but not revealing any other information in his hand. Look at that HP. Sorry, have to do it. Sorry. And Altaria goes down, making this the end of the first match. And 4-0 for Barb. GG's. Okay, here we go. Match 2. Yeah, match 1 obviously being a very one-sided match on Barb's end. Okay, here we go. Who's gonna switch up the leads? Is Barb still gonna go for that Trick Room? Araquanid and Empoleon. Okay. Mawile and Kangaskhan real aggressive. But I doubt Mawile has anything to hit Empoleon or Araquanid. Kangaskhan obviously with a fake out. Is Blazer gonna try to predict who gets faked out here? I think Mawile gets a ground move for Empoleon, but Araquanid seems to have free play here. No Trick Room going up yet. Mawile Mega Evolves for that huge power. Gonna be able to hit really hard. No protects. Fake out into Empoleon. Okay. Empoleon flinched. Now it's Mawel's turn, I think. Mawel uses Rock Slide. Okay, I recommend it has a Chardy Berry. Being able to halve this. Oh, that would have been gone. That would have been super gone. Yeah. Oh, was it a crit? I think it was a crit. Rain Dance. I mean, this is looking like another double KO if Kangaskhan has close combat. If Kangaskhan has close combat, this is just looking like another double KO in my opinion. How is Blazer gonna respond? Again, no damage on the first turn. Mawel protects. That means Kangaskhan's probably gonna go for a KO here. White Guard. Blazer doesn't get a read right. Last Resort. Yeah, okay, that's Araquanid gone. That's unfortunate. I think Araquanid was really important in this match. It would have been so important in match 1 if it was brought. Because of the Trick Room. Empoleon used Weather Ball into Mawel. Oh my god, Barb is so in his head. Barb is so in his head. There's no way. Garchomp comes out. Garchomp being the fastest on the board right now. No support from Altaria this time. Sucker Punch into Empoleon. Ooh, I think it's gonna be a doubled up on. Mawel doesn't quite go down. That's okay. No Life Orb damage. Last Resort. That's not enough for a KO. Rough Skin getting some good chip down. I thought Empoleon would have been, like, gone. Kangaskhan's down. Okay, okay. Kangaskhan gets knocked out. Leveling the playing field. Good job by Blazer. And I think Barb's in a bit of trouble now, unless Torkoal comes out. Nope, Torkoal doesn't come out. Still, Barb is in a... Or, yeah, Barb's in a bit of trouble. Because, he can either go for a Sucker Punch kill on Garchomp, or has to protect here. Sucker Punch kill onto Empoleon. That's enough. That's enough to knock it out. I thought Empoleon wasn't in kill range yet. No! He tries to read. Oh, that's such a... Oh no. So unfortunate. That was his one shot to get Mawel out. Oh, GG's, but or a good, well played by Barb. I think I might have made the same play if I were him. If I were Blazer. Because you would expect Mawel to go for Garchomp, right? So if you're gonna target anything with anything, or if you're gonna target Oranguru with anything, you probably target it with Empoleon. But it doesn't really make sense to not double up onto Mawel if you're gonna attack. No, never mind, could protect. Okay, Delphox Mega Evolve, still in the rain. Still in the rain. Garchomp protects here. What does Mawel go for? Doesn't have a stab to hit. Ooh, gets Rock Slide. Is it enough to knock out? It's barely short to knock out Delphox. Instruct. Oh, okay, yeah, that's... Instruct doesn't work. Delphox uses Calm Mind. Okay, probably trying to get around to Sucker Punch, I guess. Rain stops. Still 3 more turns of Trick Room left. And both of his mons are very, very low. You would have to believe this is over, right? Can Blazer still turn this around? Play rough into Garchomp. Garchomp is super dead. And Oranguru should be able to knock out Delphox? No, wait, maybe actually not. Mawel takes himself out with Rough Skin. Hyper Voice. Yeah, okay, it's able to knock out Delphox. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, GG's, very well played by Barb. Oh, Blazer had such a decent start of game 2. If he was able to knock out the Mawel, I think he would have had it. I really think he had it. Yeah, GG's and well played to both. Unfortunate to Blazer. Very unfortunate.